New York and on the new Hot 97 app. Ebro in the morning on Hot 97.
It's Ebro in the morning.
Doesn't work.
It doesn't work. A-Trak's playing with our broken equipment.
I don't know when the last time that worked.
Beautiful Laura Styles.
Hi.
Rosenberg letting us down. No wrestling shirt.
Sorry.
Big letdown. And A-Trak, Fool's Gold. Yes. Friend, they get mad. I call people friends of the show.
Not for him. The reason I get mad is because he's a legitimate friend of the show. But sometimes you like to just toss it out to someone who's been here once.
Well, but if
A-Trak's
the
every year
one time was like a real good time, like I felt like it was positive energy.
It was friendly.
Friendly. That's a friendly of the show.
Friendly.
He's a friend.
You remember the KRS song, Friend?
Yes.
That was a good song.
A friend.
Thanks,
That
A-Trak.
was a good song.
It's a great song.
Angie Martinez on that album.
Yeah.
The Fool's Gold.
Yeah.
Day off.
Fool's Gold Day Off.
Saturday.
Coney Island.
That's where we're having our reggae show in about a month, too.
Nice.
Yeah, a lot of events out there.
That's a nice venue.
Who's on
Fun.
this Fool's Gold Day off this year?
Jay Electronica.
Big deal.
Big deal, because obviously you don't see him often. He's
Well, he doesn't talk to us at all, but that's all.
Yeah, he doesn't like us at all anymore for no reason. We don't even understand
I've
why.
never had a relationship with him ever. So
I did.
I know his team, but
I had a very close relationship
And
with
he
him.
doesn't like you at all.
Nope, not that I can tell.
You know why I like him, even aside from him being a great rapper? When he first came out, I made fun of his name on Twitter, and we became cool off of that. And you know, when you tease someone, it could go one of two ways, obviously. And I remember being like Jay Electronica and making some joke about it, and he hit me back with another joke. And I think I met him at Santos like that same week, and just on some pound, like, all right, we're cool kind of thing. So
That's when he was around a lot. That's when I remember he'd be at Santos and be on a lot. But honestly, I don't know what really changed in my. Not this is about that, but I'd love for you to find out because I reached out to Jay.
so you want
many
A-Trak
times.
to on your
Broker.
behalf,
mediate.
on your behalf while he's paying him to be at Fool's Gold Day off to stop him and say. So
I wouldn't say stop after it's over when he's paying him. When you're like, there you go, counting the cash. Like, yo, by the way, why you start not liking Rosenberg? You guys used to be friends, right? You should fix that. Anyway, see you
Keep it
later.
moving.
That's it. You should fix that.
Who else is on?
Flostradamus.
Yes, big deal.
DJ Destroyers. We just added Trippie Red.
I'm just familiar with this Trippie Red thing. What is this? What is this?
He's taken over. He's from New York,
Yeah,
and you should watch his videos. He's out there.
I'm
He's
told
wild.
that's the appeal is the
Yeah.
visual.
Yeah.
I played
But the
this-
music's really good. He's got that crazy energy that's kind of similar to the Florida guys, but he's really melodic. He sings. Like his music is good and melodic.
When you say the Florida guys, is that a reference to the lo-fi?
Yes.
Or more so Kodak
I-
Black doesn't go in the lo-fi thing, right?
No.
Even though it's Florida.
No, like Kodak Black to me sounds like, the sort of the Boosie tradition.
Got it. More of a trap thing.
Yeah, but more of a like Kodak Black to me sounds like early Hot Boys / Boosie Webby. I'm talking about XXX Tentacion and that crew. I'm talking about that energy.
And that's lo-fi.
Sometimes.
Got it.
Sometimes.
But lo-fi is a thing.
It is a thing.
But the guys that make lo-fi don't always make lo-fi.
Right. What's interesting, and we're digressing a bit, but what's interesting to me about X and those guys is that they're incredibly versatile. There's XXX Tentacion songs where it's like literally like folk guitar and he's singing, and it's great. It's really good music. There's other songs where he does backpack rap.
Yeah, those guys do. A lot of them really rap at times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can rap.
More
I like
so
that.
than a lot of other stuff.
I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure about the Extastations guy.
Well, we don't know because he has a shady story with him.
Yeah, I need to know. I
baggage.
need to know about the beating up of the girl thing, and was she was pregnant or something.
It's a bad story.
I
The
don't like
story
it.
that exists is really bad. Now we don't know what the story is, so we don't know the guy, but the story is not good.
All right, who else do you have on the
That
bench?
being said, back to the schedule.
Yeah.
So we got Jay Electronica, Flostradamus, Trippie Red, PNB Rock.
Yeah, we had a good PNB Rock discussion this morning on Hot 97.
Yep.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, no, he's because he's got what the Unforgettable remix, which I only like for like 90 seconds.
He sounds like a cantor. He sounds like you're
Yeah, this
sounds
sounds
like it takes you back to your synagogue in Montreal.
Yeah. Remy Banks,
Love
Nice.
Remy. We love Remy.
Leaf.
Oh, I love Lee.
Whose album comes out tomorrow?
What's
really?
going on? Why we didn't
Yeah.
see her this time? Last time she put out a single, she came to see us.
I
Now
know,
she's big
traveling.
time now. She's popping now. That's how it is, Leaf. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll
Bring
see
her
her
over.
over.
She's traveling right now, but
Alright.
she'll be here on Saturday. Keisachi, Nick at Night, which is Nick Caution and Kirk Knight.
Knight, yeah.
You know,
They have
They're
a
a great
great
fit.
album.
yeah. Shout out to Pro Era.
Yeah, they're
What
doing
is
great.
what's happening here? What are you doing over here?
Louis!
Come on, man.
Yeah, Nick and I tore down my birthday too. They're
Oh, dope.
They're
How,
really
yeah, how's
good.
the party?
It was good. It was
Yeah.
good. I enjoyed my birthday. It was a nice show. Listen, ain't Fool's Gold Day off, guys. It's Peter Palooza's
Yeah, but it was good.
Fool's Gold Day off of Jace confirmed.
A
but-
Jace-esque-ish. It's like 3 steps
No, you went
away.
too far. You went too far because when I normally do it at Best Buy, it's Fool's Gold Day off of Jace. You guys do what, 5,000-6,000?
Depends of the year, but yeah, around there.
Yeah,
4 or 5.
and
Yeah,
those
you do
years I
like
was doing
2.
23.
Yeah,
But this
23.
year was 8,900. So it was a
Yeah.
Jace-esque. S-ish. I've never even heard that before. But yeah, it was good. And they put on a great show, Nick at Night, and their project really is great.
Yeah.
Have you listened to the 12 album too?
Phenomenal
Yeah,
album. 12.
yes.
That 12 album's
Yes.
great, man.
Really, really good.
Yes. Shout out to whole ASAP. And I like the new song they dropped this week. Nast killed that new one.
I like it. I like
Yeah,
that
I like
it's
it too.
ASAP August.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
you had
August.
ASAP August. You have 12, and then this week still striving from Ferg, and then next week the whole Mob Cozy tape thing I think finally happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
So
They're
it's
really
a
good. I'm
situation.
a big ASAP fan. As the years have gone on, I've only become a bigger ASAP fan.
So A-Trak, Fool's Gold
Oh, and
has like
I forgot to name one person. Me. I'm playing.
really? You're not just gonna show up and wave. Do you do a Russell Simmons when you walk out at the end? Do you go, like, you know, what did Russell used to say at Def
Like the
Comedy Jam?
closing?
what did Russell
Thank you
do?
and good night or something
Yeah,
like
do you
that.
like to
About-
I'm always on the fence on the close out the show or just let it end.
What, like, do I have an Anchorman, like, Stay Classy San Diego line?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't have a Stay Classy. Maybe I should think of that.
You need it. You
Yeah?
need it.
Now, when I walked in and saw you, I instantly had a thought, and I'm very. I'll tell you off the air about conversations I just had about you, and I'm always a big fan of A-Trak.
Were you talking shit about his behind his back too?
Who to? What do you mean? Who's the other
Well,
person?
last we had somebody up here. You tried to DM and talk shit behind somebody's back. That
Oh,
shit blew
don't
up
bring
in
it
your
up.
Why
face,
bring up
man.
Vince
Bring it
Staples
up.
and
Don't
Tiger?
bring it
Yeah, that's what it
No,
was.
no, this is all not the opposite of talking shit.
okay.
I'm actually gonna do the exact opposite. I only spoke the highest praise, but when I see him in person, I'm gonna ask a real question.
Got it.
Right? Ready? Don't judge me.
I'm going to judge you.
I was about to say that.
How long are we going with this full blonde hair thing? I mean, this has been going on now for a long time.
It's been going on for a year.
Have you thought, like, was there a plan when you started it, and now do you go, how do I get out of this?
How do I get out?
Are we talking about hair, Peter?
See? And I knew you would go there. And I knew. That's why I'm not allowed to talk about anyone's hair, because they start tearing me down. It's not right.
Give me a pound. I don't know. There's no plan.
But it's only been a year? I felt like it was
Yeah, it's
more
been
than a year.
It's been a year.
All right, just curious.
Let
And
him
maybe I am
know.
jealous. Because I did think about it. I was like, well, what would I do? I went, you don't have the option to go blonde. So it
You
did,
could get a wig.
I could
Nah,
get
that's
an
not
A-Trak
happening.
wig.
Yeah.
I get an A-Track wig.
Yeah,
Sure.
you can do hair plugs too.
And then go blonde? That's
And
a
then
lot.
go
That's a lot.
That's a
Nice.
long process just to look like A-Track. Just to be like, yo, I just
Well, you
want to
take everyone else's style. You took Cass One's chains and backpack. You still
Mike
from
in his
everybody.
car. We'll see. I don't
Wait,
know.
what is on your wrist?
I just want to take my necklace off, so I'm just put it on my hand.
Why?
He made it into a
Because I
bracelet.
felt like only wearing one. It felt like a weird, so I made it a bracelet.
Why not put it in
chain.
your bag and put it
I'm
away?
not putting a chain in a bag. It seems like a bad idea. No one can even
By
see
the way,
this.
Cass One has gold bracelets too.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
He does?
Yes.
Oh, I love
Damn,
this
you
then.
took it-
I might wear this
Yeah.
every day. I might just start wearing it like this then. If Cass, you said Cass does?
Yes.
All right, yeah, I might
What
start
is
doing
happening?
this.
A-Track,
Anyway.
talk to us about the Goldie Awards.
Oh, yeah. So
What are the
Go-
Goldie Awards?
Goldie Awards is a new battle.
They're
that I'm
named
working-
after his hair, Goldie.
Yes, that's right. Forget Fool's Gold. Yeah, it's a new battle I'm organizing. It's happening next month in Brooklyn. Brooklyn Steel is the venue. So it's a DJ battle and a beat battle.
Okay.
And I'm very excited because
This is going back to your roots. This is really who A-Track is.
Yeah, exactly. This is the core of me. For those who don't know, like my whole career started by winning battles, right?
As a child. Literally,
As a
look-
child.
He
Yeah,
was like
how old are you?
7
He was
years
How old are
old.
you?
He was 4. He was 4.
Now-
He was not 4. You
He
were
was
4.
4.
He was not 4.
16.
I was
16.
15.
You guys,
Okay.
he's a liar. I want to see his birth certificate. You guys look at the video yourselves. Just
And
look
you judge.
A-Track early.
The videos
DJ
I've
battle.
seen, I could tell he was like
6.
15.
I looked
I've only
6.
seen the.
When I was 15. It was exactly 20 years ago.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's 20 years since I won my first world championship. and I'm organizing this battle, which I'm excited about because I think there's like all this awareness on DJing lately, but the skills aspect hasn't been in the forefront as much. You know, people see
Not at all.
yeah,
It's been in
people.
the
Well,
back.
yeah, it's different. It became more about the producer, which is important too, and that's part of why we have the beat battle too. But you know, DJs are everywhere. but-
Or the image, I would say, because I think people
Yeah.
just became DJs because they thought it was cool and they had like no sense of like blending, cutting,
But
scratching,
let's be fair, guys.
beat juggling.
Let's all be fair about the DJ. Okay?
This is going to be sarcastic, I
Here we
think,
go.
and insulting to young people. But go ahead. And
No,
I'll
no,
be-
no. I was going to really be fair.
Really?
There were always DJs who picked great records, but maybe didn't put them all together that well.
Yeah.
But they picked the right ones at the right time.
That's a skill too, though.
Yeah, that's
right?
Yeah.
Then there were DJs who put records together well and were terrible at selecting records to party to.
Yep.
There's some DJs who do it all very well. Then there's DJs who cut and scratch very well and
But you wouldn't want them to DJ your party
don't
ever.
ever
Yeah.
let them
They don't know
do
how
it.
to
But the
stop.
problem,
Sure.
but the difference is right now, what has become celebrated recently is like a couple of different things. Like, right, there's the guys who have like tons of pyro and like they just kind of produce on stage, and it's not really
and focus
by the way,
on
kinda because they're often just playing their beats. So
or
that-
it's all pre-produced.
that's
and
what I
they
mean.
stand there.
So they're not really DJing or producing on stage, and they still have DJ in their name. That is a thing.
That's the
happening.
thing. But you know, I'm not even looking at this on some like let's bring back skills. and
Okay, how do you
da-da-da.
do it?
I'm just putting on a battle and it's gonna be great. It's not even there's not even
Like,
a
we're taking
judgment
it
of like
back.
it's not even about like yeah it used to be this way and now it's that way. All I know is people are psyched about DJing in general. So to me, this is a good opportunity to show them some great DJing.
that may even make them more into
Yeah.
DJing and make them
Yeah.
and make some of the young DJs maybe go, ooh, I want to try to start adding that to my
Well,
arsenal.
and that aspect is important to me is the influence on the young DJs because if anything, you know, turntables are like discontinued, right? Like Techniques 1200s are, you know, you hear a different story every couple of months. Either they don't make them
Canceled
anymore,
or
Bring
and
them
now
back,
they make them
bring them
again,
back.
but they're $4,000. But
Yeah.
now you can get the Pioneer ones that are pretty much the same. My thing is like half my shows I play on CDJs anyways, and I can cut on those. You know, they make
you don't mind cutting on CDJs
no,
versus
it's
as
super clean. It sounds really.
I was
clean.
told it was actually easier.
but to me
It's
well,
not, it's
once
not
you-
easier. It's the it's essentially the same. I just don't mind it, and you can do it. And part of the message I want to put across, because at this battle at the Goldie Awards, you can use any equipment you want, and I think part of the reason why battles sort of phased out of public awareness is that the people who organized them stayed too attached to one format and one definition of how DJing is supposed to be done,
Or
and the
using
whole
one instrument.
right, using one piece of equipment, and the culture progressed in a certain, irregardless of that, and it, just sort of phased away. So I'm allowing people to use whatever they want, and I want people to see that they could be creative DJs with a whole bunch of equipment. Yeah.
Question.
I love that.
I have a question, sir. How are you defining DJ versus or delineating DJ versus producer?
Good question, Ebro.
Good question, Ebro. So, between the two categories, essentially, if you're in the DJ battle, the one requirement is that you use at least one deck of some sort.
So a
if-
turntable or a CDJ?
yeah, a turntable or a CDJ or even one of those controllers that plugs into your USB. As long as that's part of your setup, if you want to also have, a pan flute or like a Jew's harp or whatever, or a banjo, or even a keyboard controller. I saw someone that
Or a
sent,
skin flute. I mean, whatever.
hey,
Whatever
Ah.
strings you want. Wow,
Yeah.
dicks
You know.
out. That's how we're
All
doing it.
right, all right.
Fam, I mean, when you're doing your tricks, I seen titties
Battle
pop
anybody
out, I
who-
seen dicks
All right.
pop out. Like, people
Accidents
do
happen.
people think.
or but it could be people can have like pads and controllers or whatever, as long as there's
Some sort of turntable
Yeah.
thing, a deck.
as long as that's part of the setup, that goes into the DJ battle. The beat battle is for anything else, and with the beat battle, it's interesting because some people just show up and play a beat because there's less of a required performance aspect. It's really more about whose beats are doper. So you could just literally show up and play a beat and nod your head, and if your beat is that much doper than anybody else's, you can win
Who's
it.
in the beat? Do we know who's in the beat battle yet?
Well, I'm gonna announce the contestants next week.
And are there
But other
judges?
people show up and
And
do the
create
A-Rap
live.
music thing
Yeah, yeah.
and performing live on the
Are
pads.
there judges specific to each thing, or is it judges?
It's judges for the whole event, and so the judges are Diplo, Just Blaze, Manny Fresh, DJ Craze, probably the greatest battle DJ of all time. Destructo, who's the guy who organizes the hard events, Hard Summer and Holy Ship and all that. My boy Hooligan from Selection. I think Selection is really important for the beat culture.
Right.
You know, and Miha, who's an electronic DJ, female DJ. So, and the putting together a judging panel was important to me because
And that's just the DJ judges or both?
those are the judges for the whole event.
Both.
Yeah,
Got it.
That's fair. I think that's a dope, well cast.
Very balanced.
Yeah, and
balanced
thank you.
judging.
And you know, a lot of DJ battles still get the sort of turntablist vets only to judge, and obviously that's important. But I think, you know, for me, it was also important to have electronic producers on that panel, or to have a Diplo or someone like that to represent really, like, you know, where current music is and going.
Well, also he
and the Manny
evolved out
Fresh-
of being a DJ. Like,
Yeah,
he started as a DJ.
Yeah, exactly. And people like Manny Fresh and Just Blaze, who are just as known for, you know, who are great DJs and producers.
Yeah, it's a great combo.
And Dave East is hosting.
Dave East as a host.
The homie
Really?
Dave East.
That's interesting.
yeah, why Dave East is the host of the DJ producer battle?
Because I think a host just needs to be charismatic. So that's one thing. And to me, Dave East represents this sort of like classic meets new bridge,
I like that.
you know? And that's what the battle's supposed to symbolize.
Does he have to wear a
also.
suit?
He doesn't have
I
to
want
wear a suit.
I want Dave East to go up there like Wink Martindale.
Now we're talking.
I need him up there on his game show game.
Well, everyone,
I'm Dave East, ladies and gentlemen. Like, I need a real.
the full hosting.
Yo,
experience.
hosting a battle is not that easy, though. I was thinking about it just the other day as we're like setting up like the specifics of the event. It's like the host at these events not only has to tell the DJs like, "Yo, you ready?" Blah blah blah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But it's
You've
more
talked this through with Dave, right?
not fully.
I would
just
give
knows
him a
he's
nice
in-
early time to be there.
Well, but there's
Talk through
the
this
host,
thing.
Yeah, the host is supposed to like remind the rules to the audience too. On some like, all right, so this round is 2 minutes.
That's
blah
right.
blah blah. Here's the judging criteria. I want to thank our sponsors. Like, there's all these things.
Yep,
that
there's
go-
a lot.
Can we
There's
have
a lot
can we have
there.
ring thoughts like between each round, girls that
You're
hold-
full of ideas today.
that
I
what
think
they're
he's hitting
called?
it again.
You
no,
need ring
that what
thoughts?
I think
what are they called? Ring
Ring
girls.
You got confused
You're
between the word
so
girl and thought. It's a bad
disrespectful.
sign. But yes, I think ring thoughts would be a good idea for this
Yeah,
battle.
man. Come on.
Next round, like the in between rounds, round 2, round
Yeah,
3.
walk out in the bikini.
Now, are we gonna know
It's
some?
very Atlantic City.
Yeah, no.
Are you gonna
We
know
don't
the-
need that.
Why
We don't
not?
need that.
Like, what's wrong with Atlantic City?
Are we gonna know the names of the producers who are in the battle?
Yeah. So next week, I'll
No,
be
I mean, are
announcing-
we gonna be familiar with who they are?
Oh, maybe some of them. Yeah, I mean, the idea is to discover talent, but there's definitely people who have been in some battles.
Got it. Okay.
So
What is
as much on the DJ side as on the producer side, there's people who've been in battles. There's actual world champions who are going to be in the DJ battle. There's just like sort of this fine line where, like, I don't know, if A-Rab was to enter the beat battle, I might have told him, like, you know what, let's give someone a chance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hold
But
on.
like, so it's that balance.
How did people enter?
Online. So I announced this event in like 2 or 3 months ago, I think it was, like
Okay.
in early June. And people were able to send in submissions, 1-minute videos, either on Instagram with a hashtag or on YouTube. And to me, that was important too, in the sense of like, you know, when I organized this event, there was this whole thought process of like, how can I make this really part of the conversation, right? Part of the way that people share information now. Like, this needs to be in the same relevance as Day Off is, for example, right?
Right.
And so, you know, putting it on social media was a big part of that. So people sent in videos. I mean, even if you go on Instagram and search the hashtag Goldie Awards, you'll see
Like all the submissions.
a whole bunch of submissions, because we got like 300 in total, and about half of them are on Instagram.
Wow.
So tight.
So it's really fun to watch. I'm psyched. Like, the level is really, really good. And the thing that's cool with battles is like a lot of times it turns into like this historic moment where someone breaks through and they end up having a career that you hear about for years.
When's
So-
the storyline? I wanna see the storyline start getting set up right now of like people start being like, when's A-Trak coming back? When? And you're like, no, never. I will never
Hayes on his
participate.
wrestling
And
this
then like
month.
year after year, they're like, we need him to come back, and eventually A-Trak, when the right person, the right champion talks
And you
enough
grab
shit.
the mic and you like, A-Track has come back.
That would be so lit.
And like smoke.
When was your last
like
championship?
lasers.
At 15, 16?
A-Track has come back to Brooklyn.
One night only. My last battle was in 2000.
And you win?
Yes.
Have you ever lost?
Yes, to Craze.
Lost to Craze, all right.
Yeah, in 98.
Which is why Craze, he says, is the best DJ battle ever.
Because he was
Yeah, 'cause
actually
he
able to
beat
beat
me.
him. Yeah.
But then we formed a crew together, so we're good.
There you go.
That's how
This
you
is
do it.
awesome.
So,
I'd like to go in a different direction. Make sure you check out the Goldie Awards. What's the date one more time?
September 7th, Brooklyn Steel. If you go to goldieawards.com, you can get your tickets.
And also, Fool's Gold Day Off is this weekend.
Yep.
And where's that again?
It's at the Coney Art Walls in Coney Island, Saturday from 3 to 9 p.m.
I would like to explore A-Trak's Twitter feed for a second.
Okay. What I do this time?
I want to know about these dad jokes that you have here.
I made one dad joke. Yes,
it was a good one though.
Thanks.
And as a dad, I don't really appreciate that because this was a good fucking joke.
So I'm setting the bar too high for you, or what?
No, you said what's wrong with a dad joke?
They're great. That wasn't.
You
that
don't
wasn't,
need to. You don't need to put up a dad joke alert. Like I was offended by that.
Well, because it was a dad-like joke.
Ebro got offended. I think you.
Did you hear about Cardi B's friend at the gym? Cardio.
And you don't like that being associated with dads?
Nah, don't associate that shit with dad. That's just a great fucking stupid
See,
joke.
If you thought it was a great joke, that's how you know you're a dad. And you thought it was a great joke.
Ooh, he flipped.
Why
it.
you didn't think it was a great joke?
No, it's a terrible joke, but
It's a very good joke, Peter. Rosenberg.
it's ironically funny. It's not actually funny.
Well, some jokes are like that.
Right, but you think
All
it's
right,
extra
guys.
funny because you're
You
a
tell
dad.
a better
No, I
joke
think it's
now.
stupid. I think it's stupid funny.
I don't have a good joke right now.
You know why? Because you're not a dad.
No, you're right. That's the thing. Once I become a dad, I'm confident bad jokes will just be like on the...
I don't have any jokes either other than the one I just read. Do you keep jokes on stash all the time?
No. I feel like humor's changed culturally. Like when I was in school, I used to just know jokes. Like that would be part of how you would make friends. Be like, yo, did you hear the one about blah blah blah?
You're right. There's not a lot of
Now it's
jokes
like
you
you
don't
just see
want
this
about.
meme and you just
Yeah,
show a
yeah,
meme.
yeah.
That's so true. And that's
Yeah.
so whack.
I love memes, but it's just
No,
different.
but the delivery of the joke was good, and like some people tell a good joke.
Yeah.
Right? Some people butcher a joke and they get through it and you're like, what the fuck? And you're like, oh, I get why that was supposed to be funny. You ruined it. And then some people tell a joke really well. And they give you all this shit. Now it's like, yo, you want to laugh?
Yep. That's
Look at that.
Get it?
Some nerd did that somewhere. Like, it's just not the same. Look, I know, I'm
But
sad. I
those
reminisce.
memes
I
are
like
good though.
They are.
Don't just shit on the memes.
No, they're great memes. They're very creative memes that make me laugh every day.
There's people who tell phenomenal jokes on social media. Like when something happens and people come with their jokes
Yeah.
after whatever it is.
Oh yeah,
There's some great people on
the
there.
armchair commentary of Twitter.
Oh, it's
But
phenomenal.
there are great jokes that come out of that, and then there's things I literally despise about that whole experience, which is when something important's happening, the rush to dropping a tweet that most succinctly sums up what's happening in a cute way to get retweets is not progressively thinking. It's actually just trying to think, what is everyone else going to think? Let me say it the right way.
Yeah.
And now
But isn't that what
But
jokes are?
That's a skill.
it's a skill.
Isn't that what trying to be funny? Like when there's a
Well,
class
they're not always
clown.
funny. If they're funny, if it's like during Game of Thrones and it's hashtag Thrones, y'all, and it's a joke, that's fucking awesome. When the world is exploding in
Oh, yes,
Charlottesville,
yeah. And
and it's
people
like,
find
how
humor.
can I put out the one thought? Not even humor. I just want to get out. I just want to get credit for the one thought that everyone's having right now. Instead of thinking about, I need to say what needs to be said right now. It may
I
not
think
get
that's
that
a
many
personality.
retweets.
Some people do the hot take angle. They take a hot take, right? Some people go for the inspirational. I mean, I think that's a personality thing. Stop hating on everybody, man.
I don't fuck with the internet like that.
And you know what? I think with topics like the Charlottesville stuff, more than anything, it's important to speak out right now and to have a voice. Rather, I prefer someone who says the thing that everyone will retweet because it just needs to be said at this point in time because it's just so outrageous. Then, because what I'm seeing in the DJ scene, there's a lot of people who've been silent. I've hit up some of my DJ friends directly on text on some like, yo, you're gonna say something? Because I don't like the silence.
I was battling that too. I told Abra with my friends too that I felt like should be saying something.
Yeah.
And they usually they don't even speak out about certain things, but I think now more than ever, you should be saying something.
Yeah.
It's necessary.
But A-Trak, DJs aren't always good at talking, which is why they play music. Like not all DJs are creative and can speak well and articulate their emotions well. Even in this job, we have DJs that, why is that person talking? Like that, why? Just play the records, you know what I mean? And then there's some DJs who could do both. I'm not one of those people who feels compelled to tell people that they need to have a voice if that's not.
But if
who
someone
they are.
if someone has a voice
Generally.
when stuff is funny,
Right.
but when stuff is serious, they stay silent
Okay,
because
that's
they're
fair.
afraid that half their followers is gonna unfollow them. My take personally
I
is
agree
like,
with
you
you
know what?
wholeheartedly.
Let them unfollow. Like life is
Well,
more
that was the
important
thing,
than-
but that was the thing with Donald Trump, right?
Yeah.
You have no problem speaking clearly and directly to CEOs, other politicians, you know, countries,
Exactly.
build a wall. Like you're very specific.
Yep.
Then we get to this racism moment of KKK and Nazis. And you won't say who started or who the problem individual
Or
or,
you won't-
groups
you won't
are.
call it what it
you
is.
won't call it racist, or you won't. That's why people had I think really had a problem with it.
Yeah.
But
And a week before there was a mosque that was burned and same thing. He
They
didn't
never
call
said
that- yeah.
anything.
But in fairness, there are some people, I think, two things. One, I think there are a lot of people who do feel passionately, and they're not scared of people not liking them. They just don't know necessarily how to express how they feel particularly well. And they feel like just adding the same sentiment, maybe to them, they think like, oh, it doesn't mean anything. And number two, like to my point, what I was trying to say is like, I'm really not into having to squeeze the most important sort of thing that we've seen go on in a long time into 140 characters. Like I just
Trying to have the discussion in that place.
I'm trying to have a real
How
conversation.
about just a simple fuck the Nazis, fuck white
Yeah.
supremacists? I'm not with it. That's it.
I mean,
Doesn't have to
sure,
be
but
deep.
yeah, but if you're like, I mean, I guess I would think for some people it's sort of fuck Nazis goes without saying. I guess in this era it doesn't, but for them,
Evidence suggests.
I can see. Yeah,
Surprisingly, yeah. it's-
yeah. I mean, but listen, I'm not going to start holding everyone I know to like, are you Donald Trump? I
yeah.
still assume most
not,
people
not
feel.
I mean, look, there's some people that tweet once every 2 months. I'm not gonna call them and be like,
But
yo,
if you're
where's
tweeting
the
on
tweet,
every
bro?
subject, right? But if you,
Yeah.
if every TV show that comes on, you have a
Yeah.
comment for,
and
you
I,
could comment here.
yeah, and
Makes sense.
And by the way, even not to cut you off, even Trump supporters, people who voted for Trump, still want to support the highest executive office in the land. Republican, I voted with my party, whatever, have come out comfortably and been like, not fucking with what he just did right here. Don't like it.
Yep.
Don't like where he's going. His family, his daughter.
Well, no, they dissolved the entire economic, that whole committee of all those
So
businesses.
if someone's daughter can come out and go, yo, my dad is fucked up, B.
well, she
and
didn't go
you-
quite that far. That would have been
But
nice.
still, if you can't come to terms with that, then that says a lot about you.
yeah,
I guess it just, I agree with you. It's just like if there's someone, like you said, who hasn't ever said very much about anything, I don't know that I would hold them to the same standard as someone who tweets through every episode of Insecure and then is like, hey, so what are your thoughts on this? It's like, I'd
Yeah,
rather
exactly.
not comment.
So, but if you have a habit of being on social media a lot, I think in these political times, it's
Right.
important to have that reflected in there. And I've had that conversation with friends in the last couple of days, and some of my friends would say, "But what's my tweet gonna do?" Which is a valid question, but I think it's important to remember that people are hurting, and when people are hurting, any show of compassion is worthwhile. And you cannot, like, some people will forget that just those words go a long way.
I agree.
Absolutely.
And just knowing that, you know, you're not alone. Or, you know, look, man, I think it's very powerful for people who live in places where they don't see multicultural. You know, there's pockets all around this country of people who just live around black people, just live around white people,
Yeah.
just live around, you know what I mean? And to see a moment where there's someone from a group that you may have assumed agrees with some bad shit, jump out and go, nah. Like, I don't know, there was like a redneck dude from the South who jumped up on his shit, was like, you motherfuckers don't represent the fucking South, bro. Like, he went ham. It was like, we'll fuck you up. At KKK shit, you know, like he was really on it. It was kind of like, that's powerful. because you would assume that somebody with his look and the way he spoke would be okay with that Confederate talk. And he's like, nah, that's not okay.
No, I think those moments may be the most important when you're seeing from people who you maybe don't expect to see. I think it can be very impactful. Yeah.
A-Trak, Fool's Gold.
Yeah.
Goldie Awards happening in September.
7th.
Fool's Gold Day Off happening this weekend.
Yeah.
Follow him at A-Trak, and I'm sure you can get all the information you need.
And
if you have a
dad
young
jokes.
DJ and dad jokes and blonde hair.
Yeah.
Advice.
At least for the next few days. We don't know how long.
Give it up,
Thanks,
A-Trak.
A-Trak.
A-Trak.